Alright, so do you know how to use this thing to get good angles and all that?
Somewhat.
Okay, I'm locked. I'm gonna go and talk to them. This is Paul.
How's it going?
Owner.
How are you? So how wide is this space?
I don't know if my measurements were right from last time because I'm me, so... Watch this statue. I can hold this video, man. Yeah, the thing is he was saying 12 for the bottom and the top, so the number that he gave us is actually the number that we get, which...
I like that.
That's
very
so
rare.
That's legit rare.
That just doesn't happen. So with 17
also,
feet wide.
Did you measure to the bathroom in the office? This is going to be your PM Sleep S4L office.
No.
What don't you like about it? I was thinking of just bulldozing. This is useless.
The creepy one-way window.
You think this is maybe a break room?
No. No. A lot of us like to take lunch at the same time. This would not work.
You could fit like 4 people in here.
If anything...
JM Wireless would fit 8 people in here.
I would use this as like a server room or something like that. This is where the NAS would go in a nice enclosed environment. Yeah, the PBX, the NAS, the camera machine in here.
Is there any way to see if they've got Spectrum or files back there? I can ask that, dude.
I don't see a modem. Modem's probably somewhere else.
It smells back here.
Yeah, it smells like food or something. That's a bad microwave.
So this is the HVAC. Can you tell me if you notice a difference from ours?
It's ducted beautifully. I mean, it's a real system.
And in terms of heat, I think there's a unit somewhere behind.
It's still steam heat. It's not forced hot air through the...
No, it's like what we had. So you have one over here and one in the front.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, whoever's sitting near that one unit is going to boil.
Well, I would want to uncover it. Let's get the bookcases stuff away from it. Completely uncover it.
Statue.
There's this random pipe hanging out the ceiling.
What is that for?
That's strange. That's probably for the bathroom above us, I guess.
There's a bathroom in the second.
Yeah.
What I'm really interested in here is there a capability to create a spiral staircase to the top floor? Because having to leave to go to the second floor is a big inconvenience.
Is that the basement?
That's the bathroom.
That's the bathroom,
You
okay.
like to take out the basement next?
Yeah.
Alright, so the basement's down there. So we have access to the basement from the inside.
Doing a spiral staircase is heavy construction.
What about a ladder?
A ladder, something like that, might work. Or either that or just a stairwell.
Can you have a hole that goes up there?
Yes, but we have to consult a structural engineer, and we definitely have to get permission from all parties involved here to be able to do that.
me check out the basement, sir. Thank you very much.
Sure, no.
Now, Paul, this place almost had the record because it only had one cockroach in the entire basement. So that's the thing that goes gone. That's gonna drive me nuts. This is the gong, 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 gong. You'll hear it. It's
Man, that's dark. This is a ladder to it, too? That's terrible. That there's a ladder to the thing. We might as well just get rid of that if they would let us.
what's wrong with it?
It's inaccessible. You don't want to walk out a ladder to get down here. I mean, this is just for, like, craning large equipment down here.
So what would you do with it?
What I would do with it is build a wall. Build a doorway, a nice big doorway right here that would just drown out all the sound that's coming out of that.
What if we had?
You could always get a welder in here to fix that up so it doesn't make any more noise.
What about a ramp for bringing quicks and stuff down?
Yeah, we could do that. But it's probably going to need to be movable because this is really for craning in a new boiler to this premises.
I got to clear it with the broker, but I don't think that this over here is our basement. I believe our basement is over here.
Oh, well, as long as it's like a staging area for us.
This is what everybody was interested in last time. And
You just completely skipped over. Where's the lights? Flashlight. Clap on, clap off. Right there.
Is that a... Oh, that's Spectrum. That's Spectrum.
They have
That's Spectrum.
3 modems.
No, they have the phone, the cable, the UPS, and the router. So this is the router. And then one of those is phone. The other one's going to be the UPS, I think, and the other's the modem.
They have a security system.
This is where the cockroach that you claimed didn't exist was last time. Right over here was the pixel.
Wow, they have some kind of... This is like a physical PBX. That's a actual PBX.
I have an actual PBX.
You have a software PBX. This is a physical PBX.
This. Bucket. Leak.
Oh, that's not that big of an issue. What might be big of an issue is turning off the water to just fix it, but I'm sure a real plumber can figure that out.
You're a real plumber.
Yeah, somewhat.
This is the basement. This is the one that only had one roach.
It's clean.
That's a piece of a roach over there.
It's clean. It's got some nice flooring. The walls are just nicely blankly done. It has electrical around. That's the HVAC for the upstairs, I guess. That's where it's all coming from.
Comfort air by heat controller Inc.
Yeah, that's going to be the unit for the space. You have your nice exposed electrical wire up there. No cover on a junction box. That's a dead-end junction box. It's a dead-end water pipe again. At least that water pipe's not leaking. This is not a lot of space down here, but I think if we organize it correctly, this is twice the size of what we have now in our basement.
And is there asbestos here?
No, not one drop of asbestos. This is all fiberglass. This is all brand new fiberglass.
I would maybe want to spray once and steam clean and get rid of the roaches.
Yeah.
There's a bunch. See all the little roach bits over there?
Yeah. Is there a floor drain down here?
Yeah, you got a bucket.
It's not a floor drain.
So if we move here, we're stuck with Spectrum.
No, I don't see a floor drain anywhere. There's no sump pump down here in this area. I don't know why they went through the time and effort to tile this floor. This is like really nice like this. There is some water damage on the bottom over there though.
Is that mold?
Yeah, that's some mold in the bottom corner. It looks like they tiled around a clean out. Is that a clean out down there? I don't know, I would want to break the wall open in this corner and see what's going on behind it.
Those pipes look very rusty.
That's just cast iron, old cast iron pipes, drain pipes. That's the main drain.
They probably made it look nicer because they're storing all these expensive statues here.
Do you think they're really expensive? Did you see any prices on any of them?
Some of them upstairs are $900.
Wow. They are copper. It's nice looking craftsmanship.
So what are the things that stick out to you so far in terms of like work that would have to be done? Let's note it in the video what we're speaking in here.
Down here, okay, the drippy leak over here. That's it. For down here, just clean up. This is a nice space down here. Upstairs, we need to build. Yeah, look, they even have music. They have an amplifier. That four knob thing above you is the amplifier for their music system upstairs. That's cool.
Playing from the phone too. You hear that?
Yes.
This is all phone.
Yeah, it's all pots.
Merchant, Sweden.
This is VoIP to pots right here. All of this. Voice processing system, hybrid IP, PBX. We would be able to do POTS stuff if they leave this.
Never.
Well, it's going down to a nice digital PBX.
No pots.
People have had POTS for years, and it's reliable. Not like our PBX that turns off every other week.
It does not turn off every other week.
Okay, maybe twice a week then.
Hey. So
It doesn't send out our caller ID. It doesn't ring on some
it
phones.
sends out your caller ID.
Yeah, it sends out my phone number as our phone number. That would be great.
I figured I had to change that. Once I changed from Transit to PJSIP, I had to change the setting in a different area. But, so
yeah, this needs to be a common area for them because they have the building heat, the building boiler there.
yeah, they said they would prefer we keep stuff in that room and not use this except for as a pass-through.
Yeah, so when we load things out, we could load the pallet down here, and then we just have to stack it nicely in there.
Look, they have a similar vacuum tower, Electrolux. So if they were asking 13K, well, not asking, they were asking 14.9 and 14.5, and then we kind of beat them down to 13K. So what are the things that stick out to you so far as things that we would have to do, or things that we would potentially have to do that could become expensive?
I don't see anything expensive here. Everything is done nicely here. I don't see anything expensive. The expensive is going to be our furniture that we choose to put in the area.
And I want to make the upstairs look less like a doctor's office.
Oh yeah,
Right now.
I haven't seen the upstairs yet.
And I mean, not that. I mean, the first floor.
Okay, yeah.
Because like the restaurant looked really nice when you walked in. That looks like a doctor's office, and that's just
It's very
stale.
plain.
Yeah, I don't want it to be stale. But that's
Yeah.
what the designer's going to do.
But it's a clean, nice area that doesn't need. It just needs furniture and paint and accessories. It doesn't need construction.
Yeah, I still would. So how much do you think it would cost to have a good welder redo this gate thing?
Ooh, welders in Manhattan, from what I've heard, are very expensive because, especially to weld one of those gates, you have to be certified.
So like a few $1,000, $10,000, $20,000.
A few thousand. Like I would say, have a welder come in and quote us to just replace the whole thing for brand new.
Yeah, because why fix
So it's
this when
quiet.
you could have a nice one, and maybe even get a ramp installed with it.
Yeah, at most like $5,000 for a rolling wheel ramp to come down here and everything.
That would be worth it for every time we get heavy deliveries and we want to kill ourselves.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So there's that. I know it's probably close in time to where he's coming back. We can see the second floor. The second floor does not have anything good in terms of an HVAC. It has a shitty old AC unit in the window, and I think I'd want to replace it with a mini split.
He wouldn't mind if I redo the lights down here, would he?
With how so?
Well, there's only one working light, and I don't want to buy an 8-foot fluorescent tube. Fuck that shit.
I want to LED. I'm not
Yeah.
getting fluorescent tubes ever again.
But I would want to increase the light in this area, even if we're not using it, just to be able to walk through this. I want more light down here.
Yeah.
So just like 5 fixtures at most. So I don't think he'll object to me putting 5 new fixtures down here.
Now the thing about the second floor here is I think we could actually go back to having a course, not a one-on-one. We could actually have workshops, so that, you know, like what Jess is doing. You have 3 or 4 people show up, and you could teach because there'd actually be space.
Mm-hmm.
We could use the upstairs for that. Let's see if he's here so that we can take a look at the upstairs. Also, how level is the floor upstairs? Because one thing that if we move, I don't care what it costs. I want to have a floor that's actually legitimately level and flat. Like, I want to be able to put a level on it and it's actually level, because that's, you know how annoying it is to sit in one of those chairs up front where you're constantly doing this and that.
Yes.
Or to be leaning over a desk when you're on a non-flat surface. So how are these floors in terms of level? You still have the box with you, right?
Yes.
It has a level on it.
That's not going to tell you for a wide space, I don't think.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe we could try, but
like at a couple of different junctures we can see.
I think it's better than what we have, but this is what you're going to get for a 100-year-old building.
Yeah. So we could have I could look into having somebody redo it if we're going to start from scratch. I'd want to do that before moving.
That's pretty damn close to level right there.
What about in the end of the aisle?
That's cool. It has a bubble level.
This measurement brought to you by Bosch.
It's a little off. That could be the tile. No, that's the floor here.
Wherever we go, I'd like to redo it so it's flat.
This is level. Like, this is flat though. Like, I don't think you're gonna have a problem with chairs rolling away on you and not being able to roll your chair because you're stuck in a hole. This is good. This is good tile.
This is not like the tile that Sonny put in, right?
No, this is not going to fall apart. This is not going to just crumble.
Never trust Simple Max tiling services. And
I just went to Home Depot over the weekend and picked up $200 worth of the tile that I wanted him to put in the back of the thing. I'm putting it in my basement.
So what about electrical? Did we ever take a look at that?
I tried to figure out which one is which. I don't know which one is ours.
I'm curious if we'd have to have an electrician. I also don't want to do it this. You can use the quick and I can use the quick, but not both of us at the same time thing.
Well, I think that we're going to have to do electrical in here because I don't think there's going to be outlets hiding behind these shelves. These are just shelves.
Okay, let's see if that broker on that side. We can get to the second floor.
The space is well taken care of.
For sure.
Like, everything here is well taken care of.
Actually, that's the electrical panel back there.
That's for this space? That panel? That electrical panel's for this space?
Mind if we take a look at it? Yeah. We're going to have a lot of machines running off of that.
So that panel is full?
All lightings and this.
That's just the lights? Mm-hmm. Are there any outlets in the shelves on the bottom anywhere? No? Okay.
Alright, so electric.
Oh yeah. You just have to run conduit and lights. Or not lights. Plugs.
Let's see if he's here.
That's not supposed to. Yeah, that's not.
Oh, I want to see what it looks like when you're coming up on the place. So, the hanging sign, the post sign, that would be ours.
I really like the fact that you could have the sign that goes both ways here.
Yeah.
You can have a sign that goes, and none of you perverts what I think you're thinking, but you have the sign that goes in the top front of the store, and then you have the sign that goes over there, so as people are walking down the block, you can see it. You're not allowed to get those anymore in New York City. They don't issue permits for them anymore. The hanging signs, but since that one's grandfathered in because they've had the permit for, I mean, he's a grandpa, so.
A big old circle of our sheep logo would look great right there.
Yeah, like liquid damage, or as seen on CBC News, maybe. What do you think of something like that?
No, that's temporary. We would put that in the window as temporary. We're not going to put a permanent sign like that.
What?
As seen on CBC News? You could put that somewhere in the windows or something like that. I'm not going to put that up there on the top. That's just a little presumptuous.
What do you think they're building across the street over there?
That's going to be all housing, $1 million apartments.
And what are we across from? That is a school or
yeah. There's a church and a school. That's fine.
Yeah, so there's an architect above us, and then there's an apartment above us where that broker lives. So you got it's just 4 floors.
But the architect and the apartment must be a lot smaller because we have a skylight in the back of the space.
We have a skylight. How do you have a skylight on the second floor?
So they're just half the building
Also,
or whatever.
they said that the skylight broke because a rock fell on it. But how does a rock fall from the sky? Like, is there a rock tree?
Oh no, but most of these buildings have rocks as roofing. That's the roofing material on buildings is rocks.
So
large rocks.
The roof is falling apart into our space.
No, somebody must have kicked one or something when they were up there working on something. Whoa.
Oh, when it does that, you have to just turn it off and turn it on again. All right, and it resets it. It turns itself off randomly. It's like a MacBook with a bad C7771.
It turned all the way around to face me and then just turned off.
It's a DJI product. You can't expect it to work properly. But
and I want to get the Mavic too.
Don't buy DJI. They're fucking shit.
I like the Mavic too.
They sell a $50 bike mount to this when the device in it cannot work on a bike. It's just.
But I like the Mavic too.
There are knockoff gimbals that are 1/3 the cost of this that work way better. Yeah, I was being a noob and I bought it because of brand name. You learn your lesson. So in there, the only work we have to do is electrical panel, very minor plumbing in the basement, and so for the second floor, do you want to do mini split, or do you want to just stick with a ghetto window AC?
No, mini split, definitely.
So how do you do a mini split?
Well,
Where do you put the thing?
Well, we have some semblance of a roof above us because we have a skylight, so we could just put the unit on the roof.
Isn't putting a unit on the roof for 30, when we were looking at Avenue C, wasn't that a nightmare?
Well, that was going to be a package unit, not a mini split. A mini split can be carted up by a person. A package unit needs to be lifted in with a crane.
So what do you think the cost would be approximately of getting a mini split putting something on the roof like that?
In New Jersey, something like that would cost you like $3,000.
So $15,000.
Yeah.
It's 10 to 15K. Yeah, it's not a terrible building. It's just old. And the thing is, this is the type of deal that we're looking for. I don't want to be in some new fancy schmancy modern building. I want to be in some old shithole that has a good amount of space for us. So they were asking. We got them down to 13K for the top and the bottom. And I should actually check my phone and see if he's here yet. Because he said he'd be here in 5 minutes. That's real estate for 30 minutes. Let me see.
It's not the guy that's just hanging out looking for somebody?
No, that's not him.
Okay.
Yeah, so what he said on the phone is pretty much, even though I said I'd be here at 2, it's 2:15. He said just ring the other buzzers and somebody will probably let you in. He said because that's unlocked, somebody will probably let you. See, somebody let me in. All right. So said he should be here in a few minutes though, so we'll be. Okay, so what work would we have to do to this space in order to make it work? Here, you grab this. Now this does not have a, this is the AC that we have. That's a kitchenette, by the way, to your left. And this is the electrical panel for up here. Can that run six different quicks and Zamos?
It's a very weird way of doing 240. What else is 240 in here? You have 30 amp 240, 20 amp 240, 20 amp 240. Is this a 240 air conditioner? Oh, look, there's a lounge outside.
How do you get to the lounge?
Look, there's a mini split air conditioner. That's the outside unit of a mini split air conditioner right there.
There's numerous mini splits out there, actually.
Yeah, so that's all we need
But that's
for
for the
this
next
space.
building. This is a more modern version of
This is
ours.
240. So
Yeah,
we could reappropriate the electrical that's running to this to run to our roof or wall or something.
This is a Friedrich Kohl. That's
Oh, look,
the one with-
there's another 240 outlet here.
That's DSL, Paul. Ew.
They have pots here too.
Gross. Disgusting.
Oh, wow, they had concentric numbers. 3001, 3002, 3003, 3004. I like that.
Well, it's fucking DSL.
That's pots.
It's garbage. You get a skylight. Well, look what into the skylight. It's being covered by.
Okay, so yeah, it needs one new pane of glass. That's not terrible.
And why does that one not match the rest of them?
That it was probably changed at one time.
So this is. What do you think of getting rid of this rug? This is dirty as hell.
If we're going to get rid of it, I think replace it, because this, either we're going to have to put your sound dampening panels all over the place to try to, because it's echoey as hell in here, even with a carpet on the entire
Yeah, the carpet's
floor.
not going to do much. I was thinking I'll just take the panels out of there and put them up here, because this is annoying to try and talk on this space. So
I like the electrical. This was set up as an office. Because look, you have electrical and phone, electrical and phone, electrical phone network, electrical phone network, electrical phone network. This was cubicles. This was set up as an office before.
it was an architect. They moved upstairs for more space, but this was an architect.
Upstairs is more space?
Yeah, that's what the guy said, but he was a realtor, so he could be lying.
Yeah, the front of the building is still the front of the building. So the back of their space has to end here. Because there's a skylight. We are now the roof. So that's the end of their space. They got less space.
He's a realtor, Paul. He's a fucking realtor. Broker, agent, whatever. We'll follow it. So what does this need? This would need panels put up. This would need the rug ripped out. Maybe the proper tile floor put in, because under this is shit. This looks.
I want to redo the lighting.
Oh yeah, this lighting is inappropriate for work.
Yeah, these little lighting things, they're no.
Yeah, rip
But
out each one of those and put in some really bright LED bars, like what we have.
But at least it's all there. It's easy to take these down and put regular LEDs up here, regular strips. I want to do something cool over the skylight. You could save the back area for, a meeting space, a big wide open area.
Also, did we see if there was a gate downstairs?
I believe I'm mixing up the two areas. Yes, there is a gate here, because their sign is on the gate. Their light up sign here is mounted on the gate. It looks like it might be a motorized gate. I think that's a motor box over there. Because this is the gate here. This trough here is the top of the gate. I think that's the electric motor.
This has to be the type of gate you can't cut through, or else I have to change it.
It looks like what we have. I don't know if it's solid or perforated, but it's the stuff we have.
Okay, yeah, because nothing. It can't be those gates that are like the one that the haircut place has next to us.
Yes.
Somebody could probably come by with hedge clippers, or bolt cutters, and they're in. What about up here? Do you need? I would have to have. I feel weird leaving this to the point where somebody with a ladder can just get in. I've never had to think about that before.
If they're going to put a ladder here and then smash a window, somebody's going to notice. They're not going to get much before they get caught.
Or an alarm system, perhaps. Maybe an alarm system.
Yeah.
So this is the heat. There's one here, two over there.
I think it's adequate.
So for up here, what are we looking at spending to fix approximately? You have mini split system, because downstairs we don't need to do that, it's already there. We need mini split system, we need floor done, and
what is the floor here? This is subfloor, that's all it is. Yeah, this is just raw subfloor here.
So what is subfloor?
It's just plywood, just 3/4 inch plywood.
So this is what we would put proper tiles on top of?
That's weird that there's a pipe here, capped off. But yeah, we would just put floor tiles on this floor.
Now, how feasible is it based on this type of floor and that ceiling to make a stairwell from up there to down here? Because one of the things that I think
that has nothing to do with the flooring. That's going to be what is the structure of the building.
Because one of the things that's going to decide whether I take the space is, do I have to go out? Because remember what you said about workflow, having to pick stuff up downstairs, go outside, come back here. That's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that either, and that's a deal breaker. I don't know if that's a deal breaker for you. It's very close to a deal breaker for me, especially at 13,000. But then with Steve's argument is that you don't need to do that because everybody in the store could fit down there because it's about 1,200 square feet. So he thinks everybody fits down there, so you don't even really need the space. It would just be as an extra. But I would kind of want to split where the people who are doing the brain work, who need relaxation, peace, and quiet from people walking in and asking questions, can work up here in quiet. Wouldn't you work better if you were a nice peace and quiet space under your sunlight?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that all the people that do everybody who's doing brainless screen replacements downstairs, all the stuff that burns your brain can be done up here where it's nice and quiet in a way. I want you to be able to get up here easily. So I'm thinking there has to be some sort of ladder or stairwell that I could build from down there to up here. But what would be the impediments to doing that besides the owner saying no if it comes to that?
Structural. You need a structural engineer to engineer it. You need an architect and structural engineer, an actual real firm, maybe the guys upstairs even, an actual real firm to come in and evaluate what is this floor made of, how is it made, what can we cut into, how big of a hole can we make, and then we could put a spiral staircase right here in the corner. I guess the very back corner is the bathroom that's in the store.
Yeah.
So right here, right in front of the bathroom would be a perfect spot for a spiral staircase.
Okay. And is that in the 100,000 range, 50,000 range, 10,000 range, if you had to guess?
I would guess at 50,000.
Okay.
If not, maybe a little less, maybe 30K.
Also, did we get a measurement up here?
No,
I don't trust my measure. Because I think even if right now we say it's not a big deal having to just go outside to come upstairs, I think over time we're going to be pissed off if we took the space at 13,000 and that's part of the workflow. That's annoying. The other thing is that the security over here is only going to be as good as the security downstairs. So what's the point of having a gate to the store if we're leaving valuables up here and they can just get in that door very easily?
Which door? That door?
Yeah, that public door. We would have to have some sort of security door.
Up here on this door, yes.
Fucking Bosch. Big. 1302.
1302.
Are you counting the hallway?
No, I did not take that off. Here, let's take that off.
You gave me a realtor measurement, Paul. You're calculating in loss factor.
That's 15.
Loss factor.
$1,000.
Yeah, so I believe this is the biggest of everything that we've seen. Total space.
1,000 plus downstairs, yeah.
It's just like, how much of it would you be opposed to having an office up here if you had to walk through that door and that door every time you wanted to get something?
Yes and no. That would annoy me. I wouldn't like that.
Because the other space, you don't have to do that, but the other space is also smaller than this one. We're going to see.
This is a steel door.
Would you try? The thing is, this, whatever door we put up here has to be the same standard as a gate that we would have in the front, because that door down there is something any jackass can break into. And this would have to be good enough that we would trust it as our front door when nobody's here at night.
Take a good look at that door. It looks like somebody tried to break into it already.
Are you talking about the fact that it's curved?
Yes. It looks like somebody tried to kick that in.
Oh, look
already.
at this. Oh.
Oh, that's just the covering. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, aside from the door, what about the wall here? If this is just drywall? No, this is concrete. That's brick.
Ooh, look at this. This is where Nell goes when he fucks up a QFN.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, the cupboard under the stairs.
What's this?
This is the cupboard under the stairs.
It smells nice, doesn't it? It smells like incense.
Yes, it does. This is where Nell gets punished.
Those are the lights. Let's see what the rest of it looks like when it's lit.
I like the industrial lights. I love those lights.
It's the only one I can't find.
That one's probably burnt out.
Hey Steve, how's it going? Steve, this is Paul. Paul, this is Steve. He's
Hi.
the broker.
Paul,
He's the
how you doing, buddy?
contractor.
How you doing?
Good to see you. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Pass the test.
It's a nice space.
So one thing that I was going over with him is we would be open to hiring some sort of architectural or structural engineering firm to, if it would be possible to get a staircase or something that goes from down there to here, so we don't have to go out of the building every time you want to go up here.
That would be up to Frank.
Okay.
I would say I'm flexible, but you know.
Yeah, so
he's-
like, is
he's
that something
gonna-
I could run? We could run by
Yeah,
because I have your contact info.
I would definitely run. Yeah, we
To
can
say like, if we get a structural engineering and a proper licensed real architect to go
Yeah.
over with us, would you be open to that idea?
I think
Estimates.
if it was me, I would say yes. If down the line I could close a hatch, if you will, but you know, if somebody wanted to be separate.
Yeah, like I know he would have. I would imagine he would have a fear of, well, what if you break your lease and now I need to rent these separately, but they don't want to share with the store.
100%.
Yeah, so I understand that's a concern for him, but it's just something I want to run by him because
Yeah.
one of the things that's a killer for productivity is having to walk out of the store, open the store,
Or it would be
another
good. They'd
one.
be getting fresh air and exercise. Could be the worst thing, right?
Paul, you want fresh air and exercise?
Fresh air and exercise.
Not throughout the whole day.
No.
I get
I
enough on
like
the
my
commute.
exercise, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's the thing. So it's something that we were mulling through our head as to how we can make it more workable.
Like I said, if it was me, I would say I would be fine with it.
Okay.
If again it was.
Can you run it by
structurally-
Frank?
Yeah.
And also the next thing is we would want to replace this with a mini split like what they have, and have like 2 or 3 little mini splits.
So just take this out completely.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
these are loud and they're also.
He's not going to
less
say
efficient.
no to a free AC. They have other buildings where that would.
Yeah, because we have these, but they're inefficient and they're loud and they're annoying.
Yeah,
Can we get access to the roof here so that we can see where it would go?
100%. We can see if it goes. I don't know if anything goes on this side. I think there's stuff on the back of this roof, like against it.
Oh, on the right above us here, like other.
Yeah, there's
units?
like a flat roof here.
Yeah.
Actually, you can see up. That's the front roof for the other floor.
Yeah, it's just
we'll
another
look
window.
from upstairs and see. I can't remember 100%.
So I would want to do a mini split that has at least 2 head units in here, maybe 3 head units with heat pumps and everything.
Yeah. The heat is free. I mean, obviously, you can still have that option, but the radiators will pump. I mean, I'm upstairs and it cranks.
I've never been in a building that have these that's not burning in the winter.
Yeah.
So they do their job.
And that,
Yeah,
that's
these are
steam
pretty
too,
good.
yeah.
Except for ours because of how bad my seat is. So let's
Yeah, but with this landlord, trust me, he wants you happy, or anybody who wants to keep it.
let's check the roof to see what if it has.
The electrical's already set up for this to be cubicles, office. I like that.
It was an architect in here, the whole floor, and then I think at one point they were split. It was like,
Did we forget to turn the lights off in the basement?
No, you turn them off.
They go down there at times. So that's
You,
fine.
you turn them off.
want to be an asshole. So let's see the roof.
And then you're good on the first floor and everything?
Yeah, we got all we need.
Now I'm up here. This is my top floor up here. Sorts of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one unit there, the condenser, but I don't. Would that be for their splits? Or for the basement, probably?
No, that would be the condensing unit for the first floor, the basement.
Okay.
So it'd be great if we could just put a mini split system right next to that.
Yeah, you got the
Yeah.
beams all ready to
That's
roll.
perfect.
Just line them up.
Well, how do we get access to that one?
That you'd have to go.
The fire escape over here?
Fire escape, any fire escape will get you out there.
Okay. Because we have to have a.
that fire escape. Oh, there's a stairs.
Yeah, I would say, again, when the time comes, you would get out the second floor, guys.
Because we have to have a glazer come in and replace that glass too.
Yeah, yeah.
Bulletproof glass pole.
It's a cool rooftop up there, rooftop bar.
This is a nice view up here.
Yeah, the front, you got the Empire State Building up here. We've had a concert, they think they figured it out, but there's been that drip. We had the contractor rip it open last month.
Oh yeah.
The ceiling, and it's like the smallest little drip.
Is it around the skylights?
Yeah, but
that's some of the worst places to try to find a drip.
That's what I'm saying. He's tarred the shit out of it, so it's like he's got another guy coming. But yeah, so you got the Empire State Building up there.
Smells like hot dogs.
Yeah, it's like hot dog sausage. So.
I'm not afraid of heights. I'm afraid of falling.
It's not the falling; it's the sudden stop at the end.
Yeah. Any particular questions for him? Or that we should pass on to the owner besides the one about the stairwell?
I think the stairwell and
How big of a cutout? Like, you're bringing the saw in. Are you thinking like a 3x4?
we would have to
or
consult a structural engineer and see what we can do.
Yeah,
it's either going to be a straight stairwell or a spiral staircase, whichever one's better.
If it was me, I would think spiral.
And then they're
'Cause that's the
like
easiest
four
to
foot diameter usually is a spiral staircase, I think.
Okay. Yeah, let me know a dimension so I can. Or I'll bring it up, obviously. But
See what his reaction is.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, yeah.
Unless he
And
has
then
any other questions.
the basement, you wouldn't mind if we replace that door so it's quiet. The trap door,
Any
the
common
Velcro
sense
door.
things that you think would help you and help the landlord,
Yeah.
they're going to be fine.
I want to put up
Like-
new lighting in that common area because there's one light that's working.
Yeah.
Fuck those 8-foot fluorescents; they're terrible.
Yeah. No,
Get a nice LED.
Yeah.
Nice LED in there. Big globe lights.
Even if I just put like 5 or 6 regular light bulb sockets and just put LED lights down there or something.
I believe that's on your meter. I mean, I think that's the only thing I would think, right? Yeah,
All right.
that'd be okay.
So I think we've got what we need to see for now. We just got to go through everything we
Okay.
looked at.
Do you want to put a list together, or is it just the stairs?
We've been taking notes as we go because I know that when I look at it, I'm going to forget everything. So that's
Yeah,
why.
yeah. All right. So so you want me to wait, and I'll just tell him things roll well. But
Yeah. I just asked him about that stairwell thing and also getting us getting a mini split out on the second floor.
That I know for sure is not a problem. That I can tell you.
Yeah, it's really just AC and accessibility. So thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, no worries. Sorry for being late.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Sudden fall at the end.
The roof space is nice.
I'm actually going to clean up these cans right now. All right, I'll see you guys later. But yeah, Lewis, if you want, shoot me an email if you have any other questions or whatever.
We'll do. Thank you very much.
Thank you, buddy.
So. So what do you think of this in terms of security? Does it work?
If they have to get through that and then get through our door, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, our door, you think like 1,500, 2,000 to get something that's like a proper security?
I think less than that, depending on the contractor and everything. Yeah, I think that should do it. So yeah, there's the gate. You can see that it's our type of gate. I don't know if it's perforated or not, but it is that type of gate.
No, this is a full gate, like the one across the street. So that's not one that you can. I was about to say not the type that you can easily get into, but look at his. He has missing pieces of it.
And yes, it is an electric gate. This is the switch.
Isn't that?
So you just turn the switch and it opens and closes. Hell no.
It's an exercise.
Kevin cannot open that gate.
Kevin is a sissy.
Kevin has a real hard time opening that gate.
Kevin needs to lift.
He's gotten it. He's gotten good at it. But he had a real hard time when he started.
Okay, so next up we're going to 30th and 6th. Alright, let's save some battery.